All right, so we are going to take this into a whole bunch of twisting today. Everything we do is going to lead us toward a variation of side crow. So just keep in mind, a lot of lengthening one side of the next, a lot of crosswise moving back and forth. And this is probably going to be a little bit different as far as a twisting or lateral flow, but that is the direction we're headed here. The demonstration I had before we start is side crow itself. This is a little bit of an unusual entry to the pose. If for whatever reason this isn't going to work for you, and we'll try this out a few times before we get into the main part of the flow, keep in mind. Just work things as best you can. If you need to take another entry to get into the pose, there's lots of ways to get into it. If you prefer to come into it from a toe squat or just come into it from all fours, feel free. But give this a try. People do tend to find this a bit more accessible, but it can get a little confusing on the setup. So what's going to happen from here, I should mention, and once we get into the flow, first you're going to find yourself in side plank, and then we're going to bring this down from side plank to a full plank. So both hands to the floor, both feet down. And then from here, you're going to set this up. So see your feet are about hips-width distance apart. Probably walk the feet forward a little bit and stay on your toes. And then sink down into a crouch. Press into your hands, sink your seat back toward your heels. And then you're going to come forward with a cross step. So I'm going to step my right foot up into the left and lift my left hand. Now, when you come into this, your legs are going to start to cross already, and this is where you're going to work the twist. Now, if you need a shorter stance, that's fine. If you need to lengthen it out, feel free. It's very much going to depend on the person, how long your limbs are in relation to your torso and that sort of thing. So go ahead and shift back and forth, and then from here, I'm going to bring my left elbow to press in my right thigh, and you can always shift things back, go out a little bit wider, whatever you like. You're not necessarily going to end up in the perfect position, so be ready to move around. But left elbow press to the right thigh, my left hand comes down. I'm going to set my right hand down in line with the left, and I've already got the twist here. So the way my legs are, this is pressing my hips out to the side as I'm squaring my shoulders toward the front. Now, if the twist is good enough for you, you can just stay here and just drop the back knee, and that's fine. Breathe into this. Lengthen out your spine and really try to extend forward past your arms and past your twisted legs. And that'll be good enough if you just want the twist. Now, if you want to take things further toward the arm balance, keep the back knee lifted. Look forward, bring your shoulders forward, bend the elbows in toward you. See about lifting that front foot first, and then keep on looking forward, keep leaning to lift the other leg. Now, once you come into this, keep in mind, and if your head comes down to the floor, it's because you're not pulling your chest forward. You want to find that extension. But you can keep the legs like this. You can extend both legs to opposite sides. You can bend the knees and pull in, extend to one side. There's a whole bunch of variations you can play with here once you're in that side crow. But get that initial twist, get the initial setup, see about leaning forward toward balancing the whole thing. And if you don't want to balance on your hands, feel free, but at least work your way as deeply into that twist as you can and feel things out as best you can from here. We'll take it from that. You can fly it back to chaturanga, you can step it back to plank and move into your vinyasa, but we'll move through the transition from there. So keep that in mind. Don't worry about memorizing that. We'll go through a variation of that before we get into the main part of the flow. So just feel things out. I just want you to see it before we begin. So all that said, let's go ahead and start this in child's pose. So big toes to touch or pointing toward each other, knees out wider than your hips. Now sink your seat back toward your heels, walk your hands forward. And then bring your torso down low between your thighs. Now as you sink down, bring your forehead all the way down to the mat. And then just close your eyes. So just give yourself a moment to settle in here. Let your mind quiet down. And then start to deepen your breathing. So with the inhales, pulling as much air as you can, fill up your lungs, hold on to all that breath at the top and feel the breath move toward your low back in this shape. When you exhale, constrict the back of your throat, so slow your breath down on the way back out. And just work to make your exhales last at least as long as your inhales as you breathe here. And just keep breathing like this to begin. And then when you're ready, take a deep inhale. When you exhale, just actually don't open your eyes, keep your eyes closed. This is what I want you to do. Walk your hands over to the right side. So extend your torso long over the right thigh, stretch long through both arms, and stay low. Let your head just hang and keep your seat low to your heels as you're reaching. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, bring the hands back through center to your left side. Torso long over your left thigh. Stretch both arms long over to the left. And again, let your head just hang and keep your seat low. Deep inhale. And then with the exhale, bring it back through center to the right side. Torso long over the right thigh again. Reach your left arm as far right as you can. And then bend the right elbow, pull the right hand back and place it just outside your right leg. Push down and sink your left shoulder toward the floor. A little bit of twist here. Feel that stretch to the left side of your rib cage. With your next inhale, reach both arms in line. And then with the exhale, bring the hands through center over to the left side again. Torso over your left thigh. Reach your right arm as far left as you can. And then bend the left elbow, set the left hand down outside your left leg, push down, sink your right shoulder low toward the floor, and feel that stretch on that side of your ribs. With your next inhale, reach both arms in line. And with the exhale, just walk the hands to center and then in toward your knees and bring yourself to an upright seat. Now you can always take a different seat if you like, but otherwise just stay on your shins, bring yourself up tall. And then as you're ready, with an inhale, just reach the arms up high, take it slow. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Inhale, reaches up high again. Exhale, hands through center. Inhale, arms up high. Exhale, through center again. Inhale, reaches up high. Now the exhale this time, lean to the right hand to the floor at your side, stretch your left arm right, bring your gaze up high, and just hold here for a moment. Maybe drop that left shoulder back a little bit. With your next inhale, bring it back to center, both arms high. And then with the exhale, lean to the left hand to the floor, right arm stretching left, gaze up high here, and maybe pull that right shoulder back. With your next inhale, reach both arms high. Now with the exhale, bring the hands down through center, and then come into all fours. Now once you're up, you can just move around a little bit here to start. But then let's take this into twisting right away. So wrists at the shoulders, knees underneath the hips just to set this up initially. And then stretch this out a little bit more. So walk your hands forward about one hand's length. Now we're going to thread the needle and take this back and forth. So we're going to twist a few times before we hold this. So be ready to move. With your next inhale, reach the right arm high. And then with the exhale, bring the right arm underneath shoulder all the way down to the mat. And then press in your left hand, inhale the right arm up high again. And with the exhale, bring that right arm underneath shoulder all the way down. Press into the left hand, inhale the right arm up high. And then with the exhale, right arm underneath, bring the shoulder down to the floor and hold here. Now press that right arm into the mat, press into your left hand, stack the left shoulder above the right, and this is good enough for your twist. Now if you want to take it further, with your left hand, go ahead, take hold of the right wrist, and try to push the right hand away from you. That'll keep your shoulders stacked. And if you want to take it further, maybe lift your left leg, extend it straight back, reach for the big toe, and drop the left hip down so the hips are still squared as you're twisting. And then bring the left knee back to the floor if it's lifted. Left hand comes back down. Inhale the right arm up high. And then with the exhale, just come back to center to that stretched out all fours. Let's take the other side. Inhale your left arm up high. Exhale, left arm underneath. Bring the shoulder all the way down. Press into your right hand. Inhale the left arm up high again. Exhale, left arm underneath. Bring the shoulder down to the floor. Press into your right hand. Inhale your left arm up high. Exhale, left arm underneath, bring the shoulder all the way down, keep it down, and press it into the floor. And then press into the right hand as well. Stack that right shoulder above the left, and this is good enough here. Now, if you want to take it further, take hold of your left wrist with the right hand, push the left hand away. And then if you want to take it even further, go ahead and lift your right leg, extend straight back through the right big toe, and drop the right hip down. Keep your hips squared as you're twisting. If you lifted the right leg, set the knee down. Right hand comes back to the mat. Inhale your left arm up high. And then with the exhale, just come back into center, back to all fours. And again, just move around, stretch out just a little bit. Now from here, go ahead and walk your knees forward just behind your wrists. And we're going to twist a little bit more, but open up through the front. So bring the knees out wider than your hips like they were in child's pose. Big toes point toward each other. And then walk your hands back, come down to sitting on your heels. Now I want to take this into bridging side to side. And keep in mind, to make this work, you need to kick down and squeeze your glutes as you're pressing your hips up and forward. So hands behind the shoulders, about shoulder width. And we're going to sweep this to one side, then the other. So when you're ready, with an inhale, sweep your right arm left, lift your hips, squeeze your glutes, open up. And then with the exhale, bring this all the way down. And then with the next inhale, sweep your left arm right, lift your hips. Exhale, bring it back down. Inhale, sweep the right arm left again, open up. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, sweep your left arm right. And then with the exhale, bring this back down. Inhale, sweep the right arm left again, squeeze your glutes. Exhale, bring this back down. Inhale, sweep your left arm right, open up. Exhale, come back down. Now inhale, sweep the right arm left one more time and hold here. Now keep your glutes squeezing, let your head fall back, keep breathing. And keep stretching through that right arm. If you want to take it further, hold the tension in your glutes. But maybe kick into the right foot and try to lift that right knee up off the floor just a little bit. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just bring this down. The other side, when you're ready, with an inhale, sweep your left arm right, open up and hold. Let your head fall back. Keep kicking down, keep squeezing your glutes. Reach to the left arm. If you're going to take it further, kick into that left foot. Work to hover your left knee up off the floor. And then go ahead, bring this all the way back down. And then once you're down, bring the hands forward, come back to all fours, give yourself a moment, move around. Stretch your hands, stretch your fingers, let the shoulders and hips move side to side, feel things out. Just feel out where you loosen, where you tight. Now when you're ready from here, just come back into all fours, wrists under the shoulders and knees under your hips. And we're going to take this into the wrist. Now I'm going to turn toward the camera a little bit, but keep in mind, you're still going to be moving to the right and to the left. We're going to twist through the upper body. So walk your hands to the right side of the mat. Right hand forward to the right knee, left hand forward to the right with the palms down. Now rotate your hands here as your upper body's twisted. Right fingers of the right hand toward the right knee and then toward the center of the mat. Rotate the fingers of the left hand away from the right and then towards center. Now set both hands down flat. Spread the fingers wide. Dig your fingertips down into the mat. And as you hold on to that grip, maybe just move a little bit side to side. And you should be able to feel that stretch moving through the wrist. Just keep the hands tense here. Now this could be good enough if you want to take it further. Bring your weight forwards. Bring the shoulders forward. Bend the elbows. Maybe sink more weight on the arms. And maybe keep moving the shoulders and hips side to side. But again, keep gripping. Take this to where you can. And then go ahead and release that. Come up onto the fingertips. And walk the hands to the left side of the mat. Left hand forward to the left knee. Right hand forward to the left. And then with your palms down, rotate the left hand in toward the left knee and then toward the center. Rotate the right hand away from the left and then towards center as well. And now press your palms down, spread the fingers wide, grip the floor with your fingertips. And again, maybe just move a little bit side to side here and keep your arms straight. Now if you want to take it further, shoulders forward, bend the elbows, maybe sink more weight down. And you can move side to side from here. Just take it to where you need to. You can always add the intensity, you can always back off. You may or may not need it depending on how much you do this kind of thing. And then go ahead, come back up onto the fingertips, walk the hands back into center. Now bring the hands in close to your knees, maybe about one hand's length forward. And then flip your hands over, backs of the hands down, palms facing up. The fingertips point toward the midline of the mat. Now flatten your hands, spread your fingers out wide. And with your fingers spread wide, slide the hands together and interlace your fingers. Now keep that interlace and keep your palms open. Still press the fingertips down. And if you want to just stay here with straight arms, you can just hold and maybe sway the shoulders lightly side to side. Let that stretch move through the wrists up into the forearms. Now, if you can take it further, start to sink down. Bend the elbows, but bring the right elbow all the way down to the floor. Come back up to straight. And then sink down to your left side. And come back up. Down to the right again. Bring it back to center. And then down to the left. And just keep moving back and forth like this. Now you can take it at your own pace, but each time you take it back and forth, pause at center. Try to straighten your arms as completely as you can and keep your fingertips pressing down as you move. And then just go ahead and give this another round. And try to finish with the left elbow down before you come back up to center. And then go ahead and release. Come up onto the fingertips. Down onto your heels. And just take a moment. Shake your hands out. Loosen up your fingers and loosen up your wrists. Once the hands are ready, bring your legs out from underneath you and come to a seat. And we'll come in the reverse tabletop setup from here. So feet in front of you, about hips width distance apart. Hands behind the shoulders, about shoulder width. Fingertips point out to the sides, right and left. Now just press down. Lift your seat up off the floor. And then just loosen this up. We're just going to crab walk this. So just shift your weight side to side. Walk this all the way to the back of the mat. And then once you make it to the back, just take it side to side, walk it forward all the way to the front. Now we're going to take it further. So once you make it to the front of the mat, walk it back again, but this time exaggerate the movement. So your chest is opening one side to the other. Press into your straight arm, the arm that's supporting you, and just keep taking this back and forth. Once you make it all the way back, do the same thing, walking this forward, exaggerate the movement, and keep pressing down. And then when you make it to the front, walk it backwards again, but just come back to center and set yourself down. Now once you're down, you can take a moment, shake your hands out again. And then we'll just take this to the regular reverse tabletop. So again, feet in front of your hips with distance apart, hands behind the shoulders, shoulder width. Fingers forward if you can, otherwise you can point the fingers to the sides again, right and left. But press down, lift your seat up off the floor. And let's take it up and down. With the inhale, press your hips up high, squeeze your glutes. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, lift this up again. Exhale, sink down. Inhale, press your hips high. Exhale, come down. And then inhale, lift one more time and hold. Now keep your glutes squeezed and keep your hips lifted like this. You can look forward, look up, maybe hang your head back. But keep breathing and keep lifting your chest as well. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, come all the way down. Once you're down, take a moment, shake your hands out a little bit. And then go across at the ankles, roll forward your hands, come back to all fours. And then from all fours, wrists under the shoulders, knees under your hips. We're going to take this to a modified side plank. So the right side is going to be a base to start. Step the left foot behind the right, but then take a half bind. Bring the left arm behind your back, palm face away, draw that shoulder back, and stay open to the side. Now grip the floor with your right hand. See about lifting that left foot. You can just hold here, and this is good enough. Now if you want to take it further, bend your left knee, lift it up as high as you can. And if you want to move with this, left big toe to the floor, down behind the right leg, and then lift the knee high. Big toe to the floor behind your right leg, and then lift the knee again. Big toe to the floor one more time behind your right leg. Lift the knee high, and then release. Come back to center, back into all fours. And let's take the other side. So the left side is your base. Step the right foot behind the left, and take your half bind. Right arm behind your back, palm face away. Pull that shoulder back. Grip the floor with your left hand and see about lifting that right foot. You can just stay right here. That's good enough. Now, if you want to take it further, bend the right knee, lift it up as high as you can. And if you're going to move, take it back and forth. Right big toe down behind your left leg, touch the floor. Lift the knee high. Big toe to the floor behind your left leg. And again, lift the knee. Big toe to the floor behind your left leg. Lift the knee one more time. And then come back into center, back to all fours. Just take a moment, move your hips around a little bit. And then we'll start to twist a little bit more. So when you're ready, just come in from your all fours, wrists under the shoulders, knees under your hips. Tuck the toes of both feet and hover your knees up off the mat. And we'll just take this side to side. So just lightly twisting. Right knee forward, just touch your left elbow. And then step back. Left knee to right elbow. Step it back. Right knee left again. And back. Left knee right. And step it back. Now right knee left, hold here. And then just go slow. Drop your left heel, lift your left hand, left elbow toward your belly. And then extend your right leg and step the foot down. Now with an inhale, press your hips up high and reach your left arm. Stay lifted, keep your glutes squeezing, let your head fall back. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just sink back down. Left elbow toward your belly, draw the right knee in. Turn back to center, both hands down. You're on the toes of both feet. And then take the other side. So left knee comes forward to the right elbow. Drop the right heel, lift the right hand, right elbow toward your belly. Extend your left leg out and set the foot. Now with an inhale, press your hips up high, reach for the right arm. Stay lifted, let your head fall back, keep your glutes squeezing. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, just sink back down, right elbow toward your belly, pull the left knee in. Back to center, right hand down, left foot down, bring your knees down for a moment. And again, take a moment to breathe. And then we'll take it a little bit faster from here to warm things up, still twisting. So wrists under the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, tuck the toes of both feet. Hover your knees up off the mat. Now as you press in your hands, sink back down and bring your seat all the way back toward your heels. Be sure you can move in place here and keep it kind of bouncy. Now let's take this back and forth. So bring this forward, right foot up and to the left, lift your left hand. And then step it back, sink toward the heels. Left foot up and to the right, lift your right hand. And then step it back. Bring the right foot to the left again. And step it back to center. Left foot to the right. And then step back. Right foot to the left. Step it back again. Left foot right. And then step back. Right foot left. Step it back. Left foot right. And step it back. Right foot left again. Step it back. Left foot right. And step back. Now right foot left and stay forward this time. And let's take this into the twist. So the legs are already crossed. Go ahead, shift around as you need to, but bring that left elbow down inside the right thigh. And then press the left palm to the floor to ground your twist. Make sure the right hand's in line with the left. Now this could be good enough. You can drop the left knee down, but extend your chest forward as much as you can and just feel that twist. If you want to take it further, keep the left knee lifted. Shoulders forward, elbows back. Just see about lifting that right foot, maybe. And then go step your right foot back and come back to that crouch. Now let's take it on the other side. When you're ready, left foot forward, up and to the right. Lift your right hand. Now, move around as you need to, but bring the right elbow into your left thigh to brace the twist and set the right hand down. Left hand lines up with the right. You can drop the right knee, but keep your chest pulling forward. And if you want to take it further, keep that knee lifted. Look forward, lean forward, just see about lifting your left foot for a moment here. And then go ahead, release, come back to all fours, and go ahead, bring your knees down. And then take a moment here, move around. Now give yourself a moment just to move and breathe. And you can always take a break here. You can take another stretch before we move on if you like. But whenever you're ready, tuck your toes, straighten your legs, lift your hips, and come into your downward facing dog. Now once you're moving your down dog, take a look at how you set this up. Hands about shoulder width distance apart. Now press your palms down flat so you can feel some weight toward the base of your thumbs. Sink your chest down low to the floor. Now even as your chest sinks down, press your hips up as high toward the ceiling as you can. And keep your hips lifting and reaching. Now let that lengthen and straighten out the upper body from the wrist creases through to the hips. Hold tension through your core, through the belly, around the low ribs. And keep the hips pressing high. If your legs are tight, let that go. You can always bend your knees. And if you want to stay loose, just go ahead and pedal this out and let your hips move side to side. When you're ready, take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, bend the knees, look forward, and step this to the front of the mat. Let's take a ragdoll fold. So feet about hips with distance apart, deep bend the knees. Let your belly touch your thighs, let your head hang, let your spine round. And just let everything go long and loose here. Let the muscles in your neck relax. Now you can hang your hands to the floor. You can reach to opposite elbows if you like, and maybe shake this further side to side. And then when you're ready, just release any grip that you have. Keep the bend in your knees to begin. And just restack your spine. So slowly round this up to standing. And bring your head up last. And just open up the palms at your sides. Now when you're ready, with an inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, bring your hands down to heart center. Take a moment to breathe. Set an intention. Let your mind clear. Find your focus. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just release your hands. Now with your next inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, slowly fold this forward. Hands at the hips. Start with a straight spine. Put a little bend in your knees. Keep your core engaged. Move smoothly. And then release at the bottom. Now with an inhale, lift up halfway. Fingertips to the floor, to your shins. Lengthen forward to the crown of your head. And then with the exhale, bring your hands to the mat. Step this back to high plank. Now find your shape. Bracing the shoulders, palms press to the floor. Press the foot away from you. Press your spine up toward the ceiling and keep that lift. Now take an inhale. And with the exhale, slowly bring the shoulders forward as your elbows bend. Keep your body in line, elbows pulled into your sides, and lower with control, all the way down into your belly. Now once you're down, flatten the feet out behind you, hands under the shoulders, elbows into your sides. And let's take this up and down through low cobra. So with an inhale, just peel up the head, neck, and chest. Exhale, roll back down. Inhale, peel this up again. And then with the exhale, lower. Now inhale, peel up one more time and stay lifted. Now keep the lift in the upper body, press into your feet. Take somewhere all the weight out of the hands. Elbows at your sides, pull the shoulders back, keep your gaze forward. And work to lift this up a bit higher. Take an inhale. With the exhale, roll back down. Now hands under the shoulders, elbows in at your sides, press the palms into the floor. And we'll take it to upward facing dog. So with an inhale, straighten your arms. Now pull your chest forward, let your hips hang. Stay on the tops of your feet. And keep your legs active. Work to lift your knees up from the mat. Take it further, kick your feet down, squeeze your glutes. Try to pull the hips forward to help deepen and lengthen the arc all through the front. Lift with the arms, lift with your shoulders. Keep your neck long, keep your chest pulling forward. And then take a deep inhale. And with the exhale, pull your belly and hips up high, back to down dog. Pedal out. Let your hips move side to side. And let's take it through the sun salutation. Steady movement here. Take a deep inhale. With the exhale, bend your knees. Look forward. Step or float to the front. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, fold down. Now inhale to standing with your arms up high. Exhale, fold this all the way back down again. Inhale, halfway lift here. And with the exhale, hands to the mat, chaturangas, next high plank to low. With an inhale, open up your chest and lift your gaze. With the exhale, pull your belly in. Hips up high to down dog. 2 more rounds like that. Take an inhale. Exhale, bend your knees. Look forward, step or float. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale to stand and reach this up high. Exhale, fold this all the way back down again. Inhale, halfway lift. And then with the exhale, hands to the floor, high plank the lows next. With the inhale, open up, draw forward. Exhale, pull back in and bring hips back up. One last round, take an inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward, step or float. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to stand and reach this up high. Exhale, all the way back down. Inhale, half lift here. And then with the exhale, set the hands, chaturanga. Now with an inhale, open up, draw forward. Exhale, pull back in. Bring your hips back up. Just find your downward facing dog and breathe here for a moment. Now from your downward facing dog, inhale your left leg high behind you. And then with the exhale, bring it forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Inhale your left leg high. And with the exhale, twist knee to right elbow. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, knee to right elbow one more time and hold here, stay forward. Now go ahead, drop the right heel, lift the right hand, pull that right elbow toward your belly. Extend your left leg to the side and set the foot. With an inhale, press your hips up high and reach for the right arm. Now keep your glutes squeezing, keep your hips lifting, let your head fall back, and keep stretching to that right side. Just breathe. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, sink straight down. Draw the left knee in and turn to center. Right hand to the floor, left foot between your hands, low lunge. And we're going to take this to balancing. So pull the right knee to your chest and round your spine. Take hold of the right knee, and let's round this all the way up to vertical. Now once you're up, just take a moment, find your balance. Slow your breathing down. Press in that left big toe. And then take a standing twist. Once you're ready, right hand to the right hip, left hand to the outside of the right knee. Now stay tall. Pull your right shoulder back. Open up your chest to the side. And this is good enough right here. Keep your twist and keep your balance. If you want to go further, you can reach that right arm back. Woo, see if I can stay balanced. There we are. And if you want to go further still, oh man, I'm just losing it today. You can reach that left hand to the outside edge of the right foot and maybe extend the right leg, but take it to where you can still stay upright and still keep your twist. I'll try to do that myself. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, come back to center. Hands yet right knee still lifted if you can hold it. There we are. And then set the right foot down. Bring yourself to standing with your left knee high this time. Now press into the right big toe. Be sure you got your balance. And then we're going to take this a little bit further. Now take this with a bind. Bring your hands to your low back. Palms facing away, fingers spread wide. Pull your shoulders back and keep the elbows out wide. And we're going to take this back and forth hinging. Now keep the left knee high to begin. Put a little bend in your right knee. And then hinge from the right hip. So bring your chest toward the floor, but keep your gaze forward, shoulders back, and then extend your left leg back as far as you can. Pull the left knee back to your chest, and then hinge back up the vertical with your left knee high. Again, like that, hinge from the right hip, chest toward the floor, take it to where you can. Extend the left leg straight back. Pull the left knee back in. Come back up the vertical, left knee high. One more time, hinge this forward, chest toward the floor, shoulders pulled back, keep looking forward. Extend your left leg straight back. Pull the left knee back in, and then bring yourself back up the vertical, left knee high. I guess there's one more time from here. So go ahead and hinge from the right hip, chest toward the floor. Extend your left leg straight back, just hold. And then slowly bend the right knee, bring the left foot down one pace behind the right. And we're taking this to a pyramid stance. So it's about 3 feet front to back, hips with distance side to side so the hips are still squared, both feet are flat. Left foot to the side a little bit. Now pull the right hip back, the left hip forward. Keep your shoulders back and keep your chest open. Let's take it down to a halfway fold. So take an inhale here. With the exhale, lead with your chest and fold down toward halfway. Inhale, bring this all the way upright. Exhale, hinge forward again, just toward halfway down. Inhale, come back upright. Now with the exhale, hinge toward halfway and hold here. Right hip back, left hip forward, keep looking forward. And then put just a little bend on the right knee. And reach your left arm past the right thigh. We're going to take a twist. So draw the right shoulder back, press that left arm into the right leg. Now try to keep your spine toward parallel with the floor. Bring your gaze up toward the ceiling. Keep the right shoulder pulled back. And this is good enough. Right hip back, left hip forward. Maybe straighten the right leg if you can take it there. And keep breathing with this. If you want to take it further still, you can release the left arm, maybe sweep it forward, and reach with the bicep over your left ear, or over the right ear rather, and keep breathing. Now when you're ready, with an inhale, come back up, right hands to your hips. And bend into the right knee, slide the left foot back, and take this into a high lunge stance. Now feel this out. Deep into the right knee, left leg towards straight, but left hip still forward, right hip still back, your hips are squared. With an inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, bring the hands behind your head. Interlace the fingers, palms open, elbows back, or elbows wide, I should say. Pull your shoulders back and keep your gaze forward. Now keep your torso upright. We're going to work this into the back leg. So take an inhale here. And with the exhale, dip that left knee down low. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, lower. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, lower. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, lower again. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, lower. Now inhale, straighten. Exhale, lower. Stay low this time. Hover the left knee. Keep your gaze forward. Keep your torso upright. Shoulders pulled back. And then pulse into that back knee. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. On one hold. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, both hands down around the right foot. This is low lunge. And from here, we'll take it to side plank. So the left hand is your base. Roll to the outside edge of the left foot and slide the right foot back. Now you can do this with the right foot on the floor or the left knee down, or maybe your legs are stacked. Reach the right arm high and stay open to the side. Keep your hips lifted. Now if you want to take it further, reach the right arm past your head, bicep over here, and try to lift the hips even higher. Now if you want to move with this, lift the right leg off the left. Bend the knee and lift it up as high as you can. And then just move the right leg, big toe to the floor behind your left leg. And then lift the right knee high. Big toe down behind the left leg. And then lift the knee high. Big toe down behind your left leg. Lift the knee one more time. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, roll to center. Come to full plank. Both hands down, feet about hips width distance apart. Now I'm going to recommend you stand your toes and step your feet forward, maybe about one step. And then pressing your hands, sink your seat toward your heels into that crouch that we had before. And this is where we'll take it to the twist. Step the right foot up and to the left. Lift your left hand. Now, shift as you need to, but press that left elbow into the right thigh, and then bring the left palm to the floor. See that the right hand sets in line with the left. Now, pull your chest forward, look forward. As your body twists, this could be good enough. You can always drop the left knee. If you're going to take it further, shoulders forward, elbows bending toward you. See about lifting that right foot. And then keep looking forward, keep leaning forward to lift your left leg. Take it to wherever you like. And then once you're ready, go ahead, take it to your Vinyasa. And we'll meet in down dog. And once you find your down dog, just breathe, pedal out. And we'll take all that to the other side. With your next inhale, raise your right leg high behind you. Exhale, bring it forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale forward, knee to left elbow. Inhale the right leg high. Now exhale, knee to left elbow, stay forward this time. And then drop your left heel, lift your left hand, left elbow toward your belly. Extend the right leg and set the foot down. With an inhale, press your hips up high, reach your left arm. Now keep your glutes squeezing, keep the right arm strong, and just keep breathing here. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, come back down, left elbow toward your belly, pull the right knee close. And then turn back to center, left hand down, right foot between your hands, low lunge. Now to balance this here, right foot's your base, pull the left knee to your chest, around your spine. Take hold of your left knee, and let's bring this all the way up to vertical again. Now once you're up, give yourself a moment, slow your breathing down. And then let's take the standing twist. So left hand to your left hip, right hand outside your left knee this time. Stay tall. Draw your left shoulder back and open up your chest to the left side. Good enough right here. If you want to go further, go ahead, reach that left arm back. Further still, right hand to the outside edge of the left foot and maybe extend the left leg. And just add on as you go. Just take it to where you can right now. Keep your balance and keep your twist. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, just turn back to center. Left knee lifted, hands to your hips. And then switch feet. Left foot comes down, right knee high. Now press in left big toe. Be sure you're balanced on this leg. And then bring your hands to your low back. Palms facing away, fingers spread wide. Draw the shoulders back and keep your chest open. And then put a little bend in your left knee. We'll hinge this back and forth. So hinge from the left hip. Bring your chest down toward the floor. Keep your gaze forward, shoulders back. And then extend the right leg straight behind you. Now pull the right knee back in. And then hinge back up and come to vertical, right knee high. Again, hinge from the left hip. Chest toward the floor. Keep your gaze forward. Extend the right leg straight back. Pull the right knee back in. Hinge back up the vertical with the right knee high. 2 more times like that. Hinge from the left hip. Chest toward the floor. Gaze forward, shoulders back. Extend the right leg straight back. Pull the right knee in. And bring it back up the vertical again, right knee high. 1 last time. Hinge from the left hip. Chest toward the floor. Shoulders back. Look forward. Extend the right leg straight back and hold. And then slowly bend your left knee. Bring the right foot down 1 pace behind the left. And again, we'll take that pyramid stance. So about 3 feet front to back again. Hips with side to side so the hips are square. Right foot's angled to the side at least a little bit. Right hip forward, left hip back. Keep your shoulders pulled back and keep your chest open. And then just toward halfway down, take an inhale. With the exhale, hinge from the hips, lead with your chest, come down toward halfway. Inhale, bring this all the way up. Exhale, hinge forward again, toward halfway down. Inhale, bring this all the way up, right? Now with the exhale, hinge forward, shoulders back, and stay halfway down. Hold here. Now put just a little bend in the left knee. And then reach the right arm past your left thigh. Now draw your left shoulder back, move into that twist, press the right arm into your left leg. So you're working to keep your spine toward parallel with the floor, left shoulder high, maybe look up toward the ceiling. If you want to take it further still, you can straighten that left leg, but keep the right arm pressing. And then if you want to take it even further, you can release the left hand and maybe reach that left arm forward over your left ear. With your next inhale, come back up, right hands to your hips. And then bend to that left knee, slide the right foot back, find that long, high lunge stance. So deep bend left knee, right leg towards straight, right hip pulls forward, left hip back, your hips are still square to the front. Keep your shoulders pulled back. With an inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, hands behind your head, interlace the fingers, palms open, elbows wide, shoulders still pulled back, chest still open. Work this into the back leg again, take an inhale. And with the exhale, dip the right knee down low. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, lower. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, lower. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, lower again. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, lower. Now inhale, straighten. Exhale, lower 1 more time and hold here. Just hover the knee up off the floor. Stay tall. And then pulse into the back knee. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. On 1 hold. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, both hands down around that left foot, low lunge. And from here to side plank, right hand to base. Now roll to the outside edge of the right foot, slide your left foot back. You can keep the left foot down, you can bring the right knee down, or you can stack your legs. Wherever you take this to, keep your hips up high, reach your left arm high, and maybe just stay here. To take it further, left arm reaches past your head, lift the hips even higher. And if you want to move, go ahead, lift the left leg off the right. Bend the knee, lift it as high toward the ceiling as you can. And if you're going to take it further, dip the left big toe down to the floor behind your right leg. And then lift the knee high. Big toe to the floor behind your right leg. And lift the knee again. Big toe to the floor behind your right leg. Lift the knee 1 more time. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, roll back to center into plank. Both hands down, both feet down. Now stay on your toes. Probably walk the feet forward, maybe about 1 step. And then pressing your hands, sink your seat back toward your heels. Now when you're ready, from this crouch, step it forward. Left foot up and to the right. Lift your right hand. Now move as you need to, but press that right elbow into your left thigh. And then bring the right hand down to the floor. Left hand's in line with the right. Now pull your chest forward, look forward as you hold the twist. You can always drop the right knee. If you're going to take it further, shoulders forward, elbows back. Lift your left foot. And then keep looking forward, keep leaning forward to lift your right leg as well. Take this to where you like. And then move through another vinyasa when you're ready. And we'll meet in down dog. Once you find your down dog, just paddle out and breathe for a moment. And we're going to take this into the next sequence. So when you're ready with an inhale, raise your left leg up high. Exhale, bring it forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, twist, knee to right elbow. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, knee to right elbow 1 more time. Stay here. Drop the right heel, lift the right hand, right elbow toward your belly. Extend your left leg and set the foot. Now with an inhale, press your hips up high, reach for the right arm. Keep your glutes squeezing, stay lifted, let your head fall back and keep breathing. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, just sink straight down. Pull the right elbow in, pull your left knee in. Turn to center, right hand to the floor, left foot between your hands, low lunge. And then to balancing from here, left foot's your base, right knee to your chest, round to your spine. Take hold of the right knee. Let's bring this all the way up to vertical. Now once you're up, just pressing the left big toe. Be sure you're upright. Slow your breathing down a little bit. And then when you're ready, left hand to your left hip. And you got two choices. I want you to keep your right knee high and keep it close to your torso. So you can hold the right knee with the right hand, or reach inside the right leg and take hold of the right big toe and pull that knee up higher. Now from wherever you are, just keep your gaze forward, stay balanced. To take it further, start to lean back. You can put a little bend in your left knee. Now this might be good enough if you want to take it further still. Maybe reach that left arm up and back. And if you're holding the big toe, you can take it further, extending that right leg up and forward. Just take things to where you can right now. Now slowly, with an inhale, bring yourself back up. Right hands to hips, right knee lifted. And then switch feet. Right foot down. Left knee comes up high. Now once you got your balance on this foot, take an eagle bind. Left leg crosses over the right. Squeeze your legs together, sink your hips down. You can always touch the toes, the left foot to the floor. And then once you're balanced, go ahead and bring that right arm behind your low back. Palm facing away. Right hand comes all the way to the left side. Left hand meets the right. Palms together, fingers on legs. Keep your shoulders pulled back. Keep your chest open. And keep your legs squeezing. If you want to go deeper, maybe hinge from the hips and bring your belly down toward your left thigh. But just breathe here. Now with your next inhale, straighten your right leg, lift your left knee. And then slowly, left knee out to the side, step this wide, and come into a straddle stance, opening to the left of your mat. Now heels in, toes out, you can go wider, you can go narrow. Keep your shoulders pulled back, keep your chest open. And we'll take it side to side. So bend to the right knee, sink low to the right. Lift the toes of your left foot. And then bring it back up to center. Now bend to your left knee, sink down to the left, and lift the toes of the right foot as you come down. Back to center here. Now take it deeper. Bend the right knee and lift the right heel. Lift the toes of the left foot and come down lower to the side. Bring it back up to center again. Now bend your left knee, lift your left heel. Sink down, lift the toes of the right foot, come down lower. And then bring it back up to center. Now one more time, bend the right knee and lift the right heel. Lift the toes of the left foot, sink down deep. And we're going to come down low to this side, so go ahead and release your left hand. Now you can bring that left hand to the floor, but I want you to bring yourself down to sitting on the right heel. So the right knee's at the full bend. Left leg straight, toes pointed up toward the ceiling. Now you can stay here and maybe even fold down with the left hand on the floor. If you want to go further, keep the right arm bound, pull that shoulder back. Maybe reach the left arm in line with your left leg. And if you can find that grip, maybe take hold of the left big toe. But keep the right shoulder pulled back and stay open to the side. Keep breathing here. Now take an inhale. And then with the exhale, bring both hands down. Now set both feet flat and keep your fold. You're going to take this into a horse stance here. So the feet are still wide, but bend into both knees. And bring your thighs down toward parallel with the floor. And just hold this wide-legged squat with the forward fold. Now the right hand stays in the floor at the center of the mat. Set the left hand on your left leg and keep it here. Keep your chest facing down. Now we're going to step this sideways. Put the weight to your left foot. Right foot steps back and across, but keep your hips low. And then step the right foot out wide. You're back in that horse stance. Again, weight to the left foot. Right foot back and across. Keep this low. And then step the right foot out wide. One more time. Weight to the left foot. Right foot back and across. Now stay here and keep your hips low. If you can take it further, sink lower inside your left leg. Maybe even lift the right foot and press the right leg into the left. Just take this to where you can. And if you do lift that right foot, you're probably going to cramp the inner thigh a little bit if you haven't done this a whole lot. Now, once you're ready, go ahead and release this. Step the right foot out wide, both hands down, and then turn to the right toward the front of the mat. That'll put you in low lunge. And then we'll take this to side plank. Left hand is your base. Roll to the outside edge of the left foot. Slide the right foot back. Now you can have one foot down or one knee down, maybe the legs are stacked. Right arm high, hips are lifted. Now, if you want to take it further, reach that right arm past your head, lift the hips higher. And to take it further, right leg lifts off the left. Bend the right knee, reach it up toward the ceiling high as you can. Now just moving the right leg, big toe to the floor behind your left leg. And then lift the right knee high. Big toe to the floor behind you. And lift the knee high. One more time, big toe to the floor. Lift the knee high. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, roll to center into full plank. Both hands down, both feet down, hips width. Now stay on your toes, step the feet forward, maybe one step. Push in your hands, sink your seat toward your heels. Now when you're ready, step into that twist. Right foot up into the left, lift your left hand. Now move as you need to. Left elbow presses into your right thigh. Set the left hand and set the right hand in line with the left. Feel the twist. Pull your chest forward, maybe drop the left knee. If you're going to take it further, keep the knee lifted, shoulders forward, elbows back. See about lifting that right foot. Keep pulling forward, keep leaning forward to lift the left leg up as well. And again, take it to where you can. Take another vinyasa when you're ready. From your down dog, let's even all that out on the other side. With an inhale, raise your right leg high behind you. Exhale, bring it forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, forward twist, knee to left elbow. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, knee to left elbow, hold here. Now drop your left heel, lift your left hand, left elbow toward your belly. Right leg to the side, set the foot. With an inhale, press your hips up high and reach for that left arm, stay lifted. Keep your glutes squeezing, let your head fall back, keep breathing. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just sink straight down. Left elbow toward your belly, draw the right knee in. Left hand to the floor, right foot between your hands, low lunge. Now right foot's your base, take it to balancing. Left knee to your chest, round your spine. Take hold of left knee. Let's come all the way up to vertical. Now once you're up, slow your breathing down, press into that right big toe. Right hand to your right hip when you're ready. And with your left hand, keep your knee lifted, keep the knee close. You can hold the knee or reach inside the leg and find the left big toe and just pull the knee up higher. Now from wherever you are, keep your gaze forward, keep yourself tall. And then maybe start to lean this back. You can put a little bit on the right knee. And if you want to take it further, maybe reach that right arm up and back. Further still, if you're holding the toe, maybe extend that left leg up and forward. Now take an inhale. And with the exhale, slowly come back up. Right hands to your hips, left knee still lifted for a moment. Switch it out, left foot down. Bring yourself to standing with your right knee high. Now once you're ready here, cross the right leg over the left, tight. Find that eagle bind and sink your weight down. You can always touch the toes, the right foot to the floor. Now once you're ready, bring that left arm behind your low back. Left hand all the way to the right side. Right hand meets the left. Palms together, fingers released, shoulders pulled back. Keep your chest open, keep your legs squeezing. And if you want to take it deeper, maybe hinge down and bring your belly toward your thighs. Keep breathing here. Now slowly, with an inhale, straighten your left leg, lift your right knee, and then bring that right knee out to the side, step that foot out wide, and come to your straddle stance on this side. Heels in, toes out, both legs straight. Just take the feet to where your hips allow. And then we'll take the side to side. Shoulders stay pulled back, your chest stays open. Bend deep and left knee, sink to the side. Lift the toes of the right foot as you come down. And then bring it back up to center, straight legs. Deep under the right knee, sink low to the right, and lift the toes of your left foot. And then come back up to center. Now take it lower. Bend the left knee, but lift the left heel. Sink farther to the left and lift the toes of the right foot as well. And then come back up to center. Deep under the right knee, lift the right heel. And as you sink right, lift the toes, left foot, come down lower than before. And then bring it back up to center. Now deep bend the left knee, lift the left heel. Sink low to the left side. Lift the toes of the right foot. We're going to stay low. Now go ahead, release the right hand. You can bring it down to the floor for support. Keep the left shoulder pulled back. And bring yourself to sitting on that left heel. Now you can take this toward a fold with the left shoulder high. If you want to go further, maybe reach the right arm in line with your right leg. And if you can find that grip, you can hold the big toe and draw yourself further in. Keep that left shoulder pulled back. Keep your chest open, however far you take this. Now take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just release both hands down to the floor. Set your feet flat and keep your fold. Come into that horse stance. Heels in, toes out, thighs toward parallel with the floor, the knees are wide. And then place your left hand at the center of the mat. The right hand comes up onto the right knee and your chest stays facing down the whole time. Now take it sideways. Put the weight to the right foot. Step the left foot back and across. Keep your hips low. And then step the left foot wide, you're back in horse. Again, weight to the right foot. Left foot steps back and across. Keep your hips low. And then step your left foot out wide. One more time, weight to the right foot. Left foot steps back and across. Keep your hips low. And try to sink lower inside the right leg if you can. Maybe lift the left foot and press that left leg into the right. Keep breathing here. And then take an inhale. And with the exhale, step the left foot out wide. Both hands come down. And then turn to your left to the front of that, come into low lunge. And let's take it to side plank one more time. Right hand's your base. Roll to the outside edge of the right foot, slide the left foot back. One foot down, one knee down, or both legs stacked, whatever works. Keep your hips high, reach your left arm high, and hold. Now, if you're going to take it further, left arm past your head, hips go higher. Lift the left leg off the right. And bend the left knee, reach it up as high as you can toward the ceiling. Now, just dip that left big toe down to the floor behind your right leg. Lift the left knee high. Big toe to the floor behind the right leg. And lift your left knee high. One more time, big toe down to the floor. And then lift the knee high. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, come back to center. Both hands down into full plank. And then stand your toes, step your feet forward a little bit. Push your hands, sink your seat down toward your heels. Now, when you're ready, step that left foot forward, up and to the right. Lift your right hand. Right elbow presses to your left thigh. Move around to find that. And then set the right hand down to brace the twist. Left hand in line with the right. Now, shoulders forward, bend the elbows in toward you. And if you're going to take the arm balance, see about bringing this forward and lifting that left foot. Keep leaning forward, keep looking forward, and lift the right foot as well. And then take it through one more vinyasa when you're ready. Once you're in your down dog, just paddle out for a moment and breathe. And then we'll take this into half pigeon. With an inhale, raise your right leg high behind you. And then with the exhale, just bring it forward. Right knee behind the right wrist, right ankle somewhere behind the left. Go ahead, bring the left knee down, flatten your left foot behind. Left hip forward, right hip back, keep your hips squared, and sink your weight straight down. Now you can just stay here and keep your torso upright, and this is good enough. You can lean this back and take this toward a back bend. And if you want it to settle in, you can relax a bit and come down to the elbows, maybe melt down all the way. But just take the version here that works best for you right now. And feel at least some of that stretch in the outer right hip toward the glutes. All right, now from here, if your hands are forward, walk them back in. And then go ahead, tuck the toes of your left foot. Release your right leg. Take a moment, shake it out. Once the right foot comes down, inhale your left leg up high. And then with the exhale, bring it forward. Left knee behind your left wrist, left ankle somewhere behind the right. Bring the right knee down, flatten the right foot behind you. Pull your right hip forward, keep it in line with the left. And sink your weight straight down. Now again, you're going to stay upright like this. You can take it further back toward one of the back bends. Or maybe come down to the elbows. You can melt all the way. Take it to where you like. And just breathe here. All right, now again, if your hands are forward, walk them back into center. Tuck the toes of your right foot. Release the left leg, shake it out. And then once your left foot comes down, bring your knees to the floor. And we're going to take a camel variation from here. Now, this is going to be a figure 4 variation. If for any reason you feel a twinge in your knees or your hips are just too tight, just feel free to take the regular variation where you're kneeling with the knees about hip width distance apart and then your shins are more or less parallel. But give this a try. So step the right foot forward and then with your left hand take hold of the right ankle. Now it's a figure 4, so bring the right ankle past the left thigh. So the right knee's out to the right, and you can stay on the toes of your right foot, or you can set the foot flat in front of you, whatever suits you best. Walk your hands in and bring yourself upright. So it's a figure 4 kneel that you're doing. Now, if this is too much on the right knee, or if this is just too uncomfortable on the hips, you can always do it with the legs side by side like usual. But bring your hands to your hips, squeeze your glutes, press your hips forward. And if you've got that cross to the legs, keep the right leg pressing to the left. And then hands to heart center. Just take it slow. Walk your gaze up the front wall. Find the point of the ceiling stitch directly above you. Check in with this. Sink the shoulders toward the floor. Keep your hips pressing forward, glutes engaged. This could be enough. If you're going to take it further, you can walk your gaze along the ceiling and look for the back wall. And if you want to take it further still, you can release the left hand and look for your left heel. Keep the hips pressing forward and maybe even reach that right arm back as well. Now from wherever you are, reel it back in. Hands to heart center. Walk your gaze along the ceiling and find the front wall. And then bring the hands down to the floor and go ahead and undo the cross of the legs. And then from all fours, we'll take it to the other side. So when you're ready, step your left foot forward. And with your right hand, take hold of the left ankle. Bring that left ankle across the right thigh. So the left knee's out to the left side. You can stay on the toes of the left foot or keep the foot flat on the floor, the top of the foot down. And either way, walk your hands in and find your stance. Now again, release it if you need to. You can always do this with the legs parallel as usual and the knees side by side. But engage your glutes, press the hips forward. Keep the left leg pressing into the right if you have that figure four. And then hands to your hips. Slowly walk your gaze up the front wall. Find the point of the ceiling directly above you. Again, check in with this. Hips are still pressing forward, shoulders released toward the floor. This could be plenty. If you're going to go further, you walk your gaze along the ceiling, look for the back wall. Now further still, maybe use the right hand and find the right heel. And even further, maybe reach that left arm back. And then reel it in again, hands to heart center. Walk your gaze along the ceiling, find the front wall. And then go ahead and bring your hands down to the floor. Undo the legs if they're still crossed. And then bring your legs out from underneath you and come all the way down onto your back. Now once you're down, pull your knees into your chest and just squeeze everything in tight. Flatten out your spine as much as you can. And let's take this into Supta Gomukhasana. So left foot to the floor. Right knee to the center of your chest and open up your right leg to 90 degrees. Then cross the legs. Pull the left knee in tight behind the right. Now as your legs are crossed, it's opposite hand to opposite leg. You can just hold the knees and that's fine. Or work your hands toward your feet. And if you're going to take it deeper, curl your toes toward your hands. Pull the feet toward the floor and up toward the shoulders at the same time. Now however you're holding on to this, whatever grip you have, keep your knees close. Still work to flatten your spine. And press up into the hands as your hands pull down. And just breathe with us here. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just release your grip, untangle the legs. And let's switch it out. Right foot to the floor, left knee to the center of your chest. Open your left leg to 90 degrees. And then bring the right knee in directly behind the left. Cross the legs together tight. And again, you can hold the knees. You can work the hands toward the feet. And if you're going to take it deep, curl the toes toward your hands. Pull the feet toward the floor and up toward your shoulders at the same time. Now, however you're gripping, keep the knees close and work to flatten your spine. And again, press up into your hands as the hands pull down and just breathe with us here. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just release your grip and untangle the legs. Pull your knees into your chest side by side. And then take happy baby. Reach between the knees. Take hold of the outside edges of your feet. Stack your ankles above your knees. And then pull down on both sides. Draw the knees down toward the floor outside your ribs. Press your feet back up into your hands at the same time and keep the tension working both up and down. Now work to flatten your spine, sink your tailbone down low to the floor. And if you want to take it further, you can rock a little bit side to side. Further still, you can extend your legs out against your grip. And then finally from here, take a deep inhale, draw it down as much as you can. And then with the exhale, just release. Extend your legs out fully. Lay your arms at your sides. Open up your palms toward the ceiling. And just let your eyes close here. Let your body sink down into the mat for a moment. Now when you're ready here, start to move again, bit by bit, fingers and toes, arms and legs. And then stretch this out long. Take a deep inhale, reach your arms out past your head. And then pull things back in. Bring the elbows toward your chest, draw your knees up as well. And then just take your time. Find your way up to a comfortable seat. Ground yourself into the mat, stack your spine. Bring your hands up to heart center. And then take a deep inhale here, hold on to the top. And just let everything go. Thank you for joining class. Namaste.